Okay, how you doing? This is the Artistic Talent Show. And my name is Melvin Isaac, and we are at the Bric Art Medium, downtown Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York, right off the Rockwell. So, what I'm doing now, I just created a platform, a way where artists can share their stories on my show through their art. So let me bring you back first. What happened? Uh, there's a new program that all the producers had to get educated on, which is they call it the TriCaster. And within that TriCaster, it has a lot of stuff in there. I mean, it got virtual effects, it got the mix effects, it has everything built in of that TriCaster. And it's from New Tech. And so now all the producers are learning this new way of editing, new way of broadcasting, and it's strictly, to me, it's awesome. I have a green screen behind me, and I can put all kinds of effect on it. As you see, I'm running the Black Panther. Eventually, I'm gonna run all my artwork. So it's fantastic. I mean, it's something that is imaginable that I would never thought that could happen. Anyway, so I created this platform, and from this point on, I'm going to have a lot of artists come up on my show, and they will be discussing about their artwork and their story through their art. Because as you know, art is very powerful. We have a very powerful tool in front of us that through the grace of God that gave this to us through birth. So we have something to talk about, we have something to say, we can change people's mind. I mean, it's powerful through the art. Just the simple stuff that we can do is amazing. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to have different artists come on the show, and they're going to be talking about their art and the galleries that they belong to, the exhibits that they had, and what they're doing now, and their history. So I want to share some of my history about how I started art, what made me become an artist. So first of all, it's actually mine is through the grace of God. I was born with this talent. I never really knew I had this type of power at that time, but as I got older, I realized that I had something that was very worthy. So I started drawing little stuff. You know, I draw my family, I draw different things in the community, and then it started branching out. So I went to college. And once I was in college, it's something that I had noticed people had was drawing class that I sort of like drove myself to. So I went to a drawing class in college, and I started learning all the different techniques, and the next thing I know, I was teaching the class. So the teacher realized that I had this type of power, had this type of knowledge or gift, and he had me, became the teacher after a while. So from that point on, when I graduated, I started doing a lot of exhibits. I was selling my art. I was doing shows, and I realized that I have to make it more where people can see what I'm doing. So my nephew, he got me in this situation with Bric Art Media. Well, before it was called BCAP, Brooklyn Community Access Television. So he said, Melvin, you should go down there because they have cameras, they can teach you, how to broadcast what you're doing. And so I thought about that. I said, you're right. So I went down here and learned all the knowledge that they was giving me. And the next thing I knew, I was producing my own show of artistic talent. So that's one of my that I was doing. So the next thing I knew that I had people coming to me and they wanted me to draw, you know, their family, of themselves, their loved one, and it was paying me for it. So I started doing that. And I started putting other people on the show. And the next thing I know, one thing led to another. I got involved with an art gallery. I got involved with different artists, and now I'm affiliated with the Dorsey Art Gallery here in Brooklyn, and with the Bailey Calf, and I'm a member of the Fulton Art Fair, which have their exhibits every year. So they are celebrating now I believe it's the 60th year, and we're gonna be on a fence right across from Boys and Girls High School, and I'm thrilled about doing that as well. So right now, on this show, I'm having other artists come and explain themselves or who they are, their history, why they're doing art, do they love art, and what was the message. My message is to teach people about their culture while you was here, because we have a lot, as far as African American, have a lot of history of my ancestors, of who we are. So that's what I do. I created that, where you're gonna see in some of my art, it's gonna have a lot of stuff in there, and it's versatile as well. But my main thing is just to give that message out, uplift the spirit of a lot of young black people, male, female, of who they are and the power that they have and what they can use with that talent that they have, because it was already there from birth. So that is my situation now, that I want to be there to help out, to teach other people that my message is to relate that to a lot of other black people about their history. Now, one of the other things I noticed that I haven't seen yet, and there was the Black Panthers. I don't know if anyone has seen it. More likely everybody's seen it already, but I haven't, but I will. There was a message in there. I know Hollywood is about making money, but it's also is two things that I see that what happened. It uplifted the spirit of a lot of people, black people, of who they are, and it also made a lot of money for the cast of Hollywood. So it's two things that was going on that people was telling me about. I see the common attraction, so I'm going to see it. And as you see in the background of the wear that they have, what they're doing, and that's very interesting. You know, everyone I talked to, they said the picture Black Panther is very, very powerful. You need to see that. And it gives the message out. It tells a story of yourself, of the power that you have. So that's my situation. I'm going to share my story wherever I go at, give that message out, and teach others about who they are, the type of power they have as far as being an artist. So I'm going to welcome all the artists to my show. I want to do an interview right now, start off with the Dorsey Art Gallery. And I have artists coming in. I'm scheduling them to come in to talk to me, to talk about their history, about their art, and the message that they have to give to the public, you know, so you're going to be surprised. The next one that's coming up right now is Art O'Neill. He's very famous. He has a lot to say, and you're going to see him. He's going to knock your, oh boy, he's going to blow your mind with the stuff that he has. Very, very knowledgeable. So then after that, there's other artists I want to put on the show as well. So it's going to be a weekly show, and it's going to be magnificent. And eventually, I'm going to get to the stage where in here I can do call-ins, where people can, you know, they will want to call into my show and ask questions while I have people on here. And I think that would be great, magnificent, excellent. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So again, if you want to be part of this, if you are an artist, my arms are open. I definitely want you on my show to be sharing your talent, your gift, what you have to offer to the world, and the message that you have. Because a lot of people probably might not know the message that they have or the purpose why you got this talent. You have a purpose. So, you can share that with the world, and maybe through this conversation, you can realize that, wait a minute, I have a message, I have a talent, and I got a gift, and I want to share it with the world to uplift other people's spirits. Because once you do that, I believe you fulfill part of your purpose of being an artist. So yes, I welcome the artists out there, the young ones, because that way you can, express yourself. And now you have a platform. You can be on my show, which is the Artistic Talent Show. And this show is every Thursday at 10 a.m. and again at 6 p.m. And it's on Cable Vision 67 and all over the boroughs, 5 boroughs, Verizon 5042. Watch it and come on this show. So again, my name is Melvin Isaac, and you can check me out every Thursday on the Artistic Talent Show, reaching out to artists, because I have a platform now. And within here, I can have you to express yourself, through your art. And also, like I said, the equipment that they have now, the new technology at the Bric Arts Studio is the TriCaster. It has a lot of virtual effects. It has a lot of mix effects behind it, and so it's powerful. It's powerful to know that. And back of me, like other artists, that when you want to express yourself, so I have my artwork behind me, and it's a green screen. So you could send me your images, and as you're talking, your artwork will come up on, that will be your background. There's other backgrounds, but you want to share your background. So, well, anyway, I'm pleased to offer my service to you, and I welcome you on my show. And I could be reached at, my email is misaac718@yahoo.com, and you can call me at 646-784-3902. I thank you very much for listening to me, and I welcome you to my Artistic Talent Show every Thursday on Cable Vision 67 and on Verizon 50, all over the boroughs, which is Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island. I'm not sure about Long Island, but all the 5 boroughs. So you will see yourself on there like you see me, and that would be great. You can tell your friends, other artists, wow, I'm sharing my talent on the Artistic Talent Show with Melvin Isaac. And he's the producer and an artist. And yeah, tell me about yourself, who you are, what you're doing, what message you want to share with the public, to the people, uplift other people's spirit. Yes, give that word out. Okay, so that's it for now. Again, see me, call me, email me, Melvin Isaac, come on my show. Like I said, I'm starting out with the Dorsey Art Gallery. You have a lot of people that wants to share their art to the world, and you will see them on this show, and it's going to be fantastic every week. All right, so I'll talk to you again